Welcome back to VL Extras, the segment where we bring you the freshest, most cutting-edge tech revelations from the ever-evolving world of innovation. Google is on a roll lately, and just days after wowing the world with their quantum powerhouse, the Willow chip, they've now unwrapped Gemini 2.0, a stunning follow-up to last December's groundbreaking Gemini 1.0. And let me tell you, with OpenAI's 12 days of ship mass heating up the competition, this release is going to shake up the AI landscape in a way we've never seen before. When Gemini 1.0 first arrived, it was hailed as a revolutionary natively multimodal AI model that could seamlessly process and understand information across text, images, videos, audio, and even code. From enabling smarter, long context analysis in products like Notebook LM to powering Google's 7 flagship apps with over 2 billion users, Gemini 1.0 set a new benchmark. But now, Gemini 2.0 has arrived, and it's taken the game to a whole new level. At the heart of this release is the Gemini 2.0 Flash model, a marvel of speed, versatility, and sheer AI muscle. Building on the success of Gemini 1.5 Flash, this new iteration doesn't just improve performance, it outperforms. It delivers twice the speed of its predecessor while introducing multimodal outputs, such as natively generated images, multilingual text-to-speech, and real-time scene understanding. This isn't just AI, it's interactive, dynamic intelligence in action. But what does this mean for you? Picture this. You're using Google AI Studio, equipped with the Multimodal Live API. In one fluid motion, you upload a photo, dictate a command in your native language, and watch as Gemini 2.0 generates an interactive scene, complete with sound effects, captions, and even live narration in your preferred voice and accent. This is more than AI assistance, this is creative partnership. It's not just responsive, it's interactive and creative. Developers can use this API to build apps for content creation, education, training simulations, and more. This tool allows for dynamic experiences, think virtual tutors, real-time creative tools, or even AI-powered newsrooms that generate multimedia stories on the fly. Gemini 2.0 doesn't stop at generating outputs. Its native tool use means it can actively interact with tools like Google Search, Lens, and Maps. Use Google Lens to analyze a photo and provide context, like identifying landmarks or diagnosing a plant disease. Navigate your route using Google Maps, providing step-by-step directions tailored to traffic conditions or your specific needs. This capability bridges the gap between human intent and actionable outcomes, making Gemini 2.0 not just a conversational AI, but a true assistant that gets things done. One of the standout features of Gemini 2.0 is its multilingual native audio output. It can take your input text or otherwise and generate audio responses in over 100 languages. This isn't just a novelty. It's a game changer for businesses and education. Imagine an AI teacher that speaks to each student in their native language, complete with the local accent, or a customer service bot that provides hyper-personalized, multilingual assistance.
Shares of Alphabet having a very good week. All-time highs today, up 10% since Monday, and those record highs coming as the company announced new updates to the AI model Gemini and Search. Our Deirdre Bose has been watching this story pretty much all week, Dee.
All week. It's been a busy one. And really the takeaway is that a new race has emerged in generative AI, and Google's distribution advantage, that is king if it can navigate its regulatory minefield. Now, over the last few years, the race in AI has been all about the large language models like GPT, Gemini, Claude, Llama, and access to GPUs. But as those models have become commoditized and advancements themselves may be losing momentum, the big players are looking to this next phase, and that is getting AI applications into users' hands. That is what Google's announcement this morning was all about. As important as the improvements it told us about in Gemini, it will get new capabilities like reasoning into the hands of 1 billion users that are accessing AI overviews through traditional search. Contrast that to OpenAI's 12 days of shipments, where it released a full version of its O1 reasoning model to a far smaller group of users. But what OpenAI does have now is Apple's distribution through the Apple Intelligence ChatGPT integration, which went live this morning. So Google and Apple, they're essentially the gatekeepers in this next leg, but that status, especially for Google, is under intense scrutiny by regulators, and it could be threatened. Following that landmark ruling in the Google DOJ search monopoly case, the DOJ is asking for remedies that go beyond search and could very well hurt Google's advantage in generative AI, like breaking off Chrome and data sharing requirements.
And then there's Project Astra, Google's experimental universal AI assistant. First revealed at Google I/O, Astra is getting smarter, faster, and more personal thanks to Gemini 2.0. Imagine a digital assistant that remembers your preferences, handles real-time tasks like booking a cab or finding directions, and speaks to you as fluently as a human with multilingual capabilities and nuanced understanding of accents and uncommon terms. It's like having a best friend who's also your tech genius on speed dial.
All right, we've got a Pixel phone loaded with the latest test build of Project Astra, and we're going to leave the office to test it around London. I've got this email with apartment info. Can you tell me the door code and remember it?
I'll remember the door code for you. It is 1170. To unlock it, enter the code and then press the unlock button.
Based on these symbols, how should I wash this?
The tag shows to machine wash at 30 degrees Celsius. Avoid bleach and tumble drying. Iron on low and dry cleanable.
Then what settings should I use on this machine?
Based on the laundry instructions of 30 degrees Celsius, select the 30 setting under Easy Care on the dial.
I've got this list of recommendations. Can you tell me a bit about some of them?
I can search for these places for you. Cold Drops Yard is a shopping destination with unique industrial design. Luminary Bakery is a social enterprise bakery. And Tate Modern is a modern and contemporary art museum.
Now we're going to try Project Astra out on the street. Let's see what it can do. I've always said scone, but now I'm hearing people say scone. Can you help me with the pronunciation?
It's a fascinating topic, the pronunciation of scone. Both scone rhyming with gone and scone rhyming with bone are accepted pronunciations, though regional variations exist.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World in Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Would these do well if I planted them back home?
Mountain fleece can grow well in New York. They prefer full sun to partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. So your garden in New York should be a good fit for these flowers.
I'm trying to get a gift for my friend, and this is everything she's been reading. How would you describe her taste in books?
Based on these titles, your friend seems to enjoy a mix of history, biography, and perhaps a touch of political or social commentary.
I picked some of these out. Any idea which one she'd like the most?
Consider Half of a Yellow Sun for its exploration of complex social and political issues within a historical setting, aligning with her interest in narratives that offer insight into significant periods.
But the magic doesn't stop there. Gemini 2.0 is unlocking what Google calls the Agentic era, a future where AI agents can act on your behalf, follow complex instructions, and navigate real-world scenarios with remarkable autonomy. With projects like Project Mariner, Google is exploring how these AI agents can assist with browser tasks, from filling out forms to conducting research, and even completing in-game objectives. Imagine playing your favorite video game, and your AI companion not only gives you strategic tips, but actively analyzes gameplay to help you win.
Colorful paints to my Etsy cart. In Gemini, the agent starts by asking who the most famous post-impressionist is. Gemini quickly identifies Van Gogh as the most famous post-impressionist painter. From here, it navigates to Google Arts and Culture by typing in the URL into the address bar. You can see how this research prototype only works in your active tab. It doesn't work in the background. It opens the search bar to look for Van Gogh. Van Gogh is the first option, so it clicks on it. Now, it decides to click on the artist page to look for a colorful painting. We're able to see the agent's reasoning in the user interface throughout the process. so we can easily follow along to understand what it's planning. The agent realizes that the page only contains information about Van Gogh, so it decides to scroll down to look for artwork. It discovers a collection of art and starts looking at them to find a colorful option. The agent used its multimodal understanding capabilities to find a colorful painting of irises and clicks on it. After finding this painting, it navigates to Etsy by typing in the URL. It clicks on the search bar and searches for colorful paints. So now it's looking at different paint sets, and the agent gives us a sense of what it's optimizing for.
You win. And for all you gamers out there, Google's collaboration with developers like Supercell is proof that Gemini 2.0 is poised to revolutionize the gaming industry. Whether you're strategizing in Clash of Clans or harvesting crops in Heyday, these AI agents are becoming indispensable partners, interpreting game rules, offering advice, and connecting you to the web's vast knowledge base.
Hey, so I'm planning to go on an attack, but first I need to train an army. So maybe you could recommend troop composition for my army.
Based on your available troops and their quantity in the top left of the screen, we should train a mix of giants, barbarians, archers, and wizards. The focus should be on using giants to absorb damage, while wizards can take out high damage defenses, and barbarians and archers can deal with the weaker buildings.
All right, that sounds good.
Hey, I'm about to pick a character. Can you do a quick search on Reddit? What is the meta? As in, like, what are the best characters?
Let me look that up for you. I'll let you know what I find. From what I found on Reddit, it looks like Shelly is a good character due to her knockback and self-heal. It's also worth considering Jessie and Ice Wizard, which are in the A tier in the recent tier list. Do you want me to go into more detail on the tier list?
No, it's...
What makes all of this even more exciting is that Gemini 2.0 isn't just an evolution, it's a paradigm shift. With enhanced reasoning, long context understanding, and native multimodal tool use, this model isn't just reacting to your commands. It's anticipating your needs, adapting to your preferences, and creating a seamless blend of creativity, functionality, and efficiency. It's not without challenges, of course. Projects like Mariner are still in early stages, with trusted testers ironing out kinks and ensuring safety and ethical considerations. But the trajectory is clear. Gemini 2.0 is setting the stage for a future where AI is not just a tool but a collaborator,